The second Supergirl trailer just came out. I'm very excited for this one. I really did enjoy the James Gunn Superman movie from last year. Although, even though I like the Woman of Tomorrow comic book, the first trailer for Supergirl didn't really do it for me. I'm curious about this one, see if it makes up where the other one felt like it was lacking a little bit. The comic book is super colorful as she's going from world to world. It's bright, it's very entertaining, and the last trailer just looked kind of dull. Very excited to see this one though, see if it can improve upon that world. Obviously they've had some time to work on the CG and whatnot, see where this one lands. This should be more of a trailer. I think the last one was a teaser technically, so we might get a bit more story. Either way, let's just jump right into this one and we'll break it down afterwards, see what we think about it. That's why, the actual trailer.
I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. You know, I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark.
I don't have any
people. I have no people.
Nice. Okay.
I'll miss wherever you are, buddy. Crypto and I at least had each other. Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out. What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person.
Okay. So that's Ruth or Ruthie or whatever?
You cannot give up on me.
It's the crime of the Yellow Hills.
Nice.
Murdered
Okay.
my innocent family.
Just do what I say.
See, that's better. It's a bit more interesting.
And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop.
Lobo? No. Yes!
My head.
Yeah.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, huh? A lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
All right. Okay, it did fix some of the coloring issues. It does look like a more interesting world this time around. Let's jump back into it and actually stop in certain places and see what we think about it. They're definitely strengthening the bond between Cora and Crypto, which is quite nice. It definitely feels more like her movie. That'll sound stupid, but for the comic book, as much as it's a Supergirl comic book, it takes place through Ruthie's eyes, not through her eyes. I like that this, obviously, the story is taking place much more through her. They do have Ruthie in it. You see a couple scenes with her, but she's not the focus of the trailer, at very least. Probably not the focus of the movie. I like that change. That was one of my complaints I had with the comic book, is it didn't feel like a Supergirl comic book, despite the fact that obviously she is a major player in it. It's weird. Like, I'm assuming Clark is on a recording, not an actual live call, talking to nobody. Because like here, it looks like she's actually interacting with him directly. But that could very easily be two separate shots put together. Obviously, it is, in fact, as she's, inside versus outside the spaceship. I do like her outside playing fetch with the dog. That's cute. That's a fun beat. So that's the difference between Kara and Clark Kent, is Clark doesn't remember Krypton. He was sent as a baby. She was like 12 or 13. She actually remembers this world. She remembers her parents. She knows what she lost. Everything Clark knows about his homeworld, he learned from recordings. And according to James Gunn, A, they're not very nice people, and B, he doesn't even like speak the language. So it's kind of interesting seeing the dichotomy of like her who's dealing with what she lost, and Clark who's just like, whatever, I'm on Earth and that's what I am now. It's wonderful. So I like that in theory, but I also, from the 2 seconds that we got Kara at the end of Superman and from the teaser trailer, less so this trailer, but from the teaser trailer, I just don't really like her being a drunk who's pissed off and annoyed the whole time. Like, I don't need her to be like happy-go-lucky constantly. I just don't necessarily want to watch a superhero movie where the superhero is a jerk. Like, that was kind of my issue with the Netflix series for the most part, is mostly like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones spent like 2 full seasons just not wanting to be superheroes or in a television show. I don't want to watch that. Please don't make this movie that. And this trailer so far does look like it's getting away from that, which I do appreciate. Again, just stressing it, in this moment, you can see like her father is saying goodbye to her. And that's got to be heartbreaking. She's obviously old enough to fully remember this moment and what she went through. This movie obviously is not directed by James Gunn, but between the soundtrack and some of the scenes in this, like, this looks like it's torn directly out of the Guardians of the Galaxy handbook. Not a bad thing. Just interesting that even when he's not the director, it still just comes across feeling like one of his movies. So this is Ruthie that I was talking about. Ruthie, however you want to pronounce it. She is the main character of the comic book that this is based off of. You could argue it's Supergirl, but she's the one, like, you're seeing it all happen through her perspective. Very glad that she is in this. Also very glad if this takes place from Kara's perspective as opposed to hers. Basically, it's her quest to go and kill the man who killed her father. And she gets Supergirl on board with that. The dog does get hurt along the way. But honestly, the dog's kind of a backplot for most of the comic book. You don't, like, he gets hurt and then you just don't hear about him for a long time. This feels like it is the driving force of the movie. So we'll be interesting to see how they play that out. It's also interesting that they mentioned that he's got 3 days to live. It's been a second for us since I read the comic book, but I'm pretty sure it takes place over months. Again, it doesn't have to be like completely beholden to one another. They're their own separate pieces of media, but it's just interesting that they have a very definitive amount of time for how long this adventure needs to take. I like the look of this Cloud City quite a bit with all the different like advertisings and whatnot. This, I mean, who knows what alien life is going to be like or life on other planets, but this feels more lived in and real than, say, the actual Cloud City from, say, Star Wars. Like, just billboards and stuff everywhere. This is how humans would do a Cloud City. Let's just put it that way. Does that make it accurate? Who the hell knows? But it's interesting. Like, this scene here, like, this is a Ravager bar for sure, straight out of Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, I'm not complaining. It's just interesting how much his style has impacted this film, despite it not being one of his films. This is maybe the first really good look at Lobo that we get. I don't know a ton about him. I just know people love him. He's a huge fan favorite. I'll fully admit I'm way more of a Marvel fan than a DC fan. Jason Momoa looks great as the part. Like, this looks very comic accurate from what I'm aware of him. We'll see. There's a line or two in here where he sounds quite silly. And I know that he is supposed to be comedic in the comic book, but I feel like he's supposed to be menacing and comedic, whereas this kind of comes across as comedic. We'll see. We'll see. It's way too early to tell for sure, but maybe I'm just incredibly wrong on that. So here we see the main antagonist, or what we have to assume is the main antagonist, Krem of the Yellow Hills. They really gave him like a Ravager face job, whereas I feel like in the comic books he just looks like a normal dude. He's just got, like, I want to say long flowing red hair. Don't fact check me on that if I'm wrong, but he just looks like a regular person, whereas in this one they really went all out to be like, no, look, it's a villain. Look, villain. Look how evil he looks. Clearly villain. Okay, I am curious what's going on with the face here. Is that just being under a different colored sun? Because we know that she has to go away from the yellow sun to like a red sun, so in order to get drunk, that's why she's in space. Is there kryptonite in play? Has she been poisoned like the dog was? I don't know. We'll have to find out. It's not as obvious as the moment in Superman was, but I love this, like, she's protecting Ruthie. She's protecting the weak from danger. You don't get a lot of that in the teaser or in this one up until this point. Obviously, it's kind of what the whole quest is, but just the actual physical action of doing it. We saw it in Christopher Reeve's Superman back in the day when he like holds Lois back. We saw it in the new Superman trailer when he grabs the little kid from the yellow thing exploding behind him. Now we're seeing her do it with the bike going over. I just like imagery like this. It just works for me. Sue me. This is what I want for my superheroes. All right, so that's the new Supergirl trailer. What do you guys think? Is this got you more excited for the movie, less excited? Do you really just not care one way or the other? I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. For me, this is a better trailer than the first one was, but I still can't say that I'm like hyped for this movie. I'll definitely be checking it out. I really liked the first Superman way more than I thought I was going to. So if they can knock this one out of the park, I'll have a lot more faith in the new DCU or whatever it is they end up calling that one. But right here, right now, I just can't say that this trailer really wowed me or made me like excited to see it. I'll check it out. We'll see what it looks like, but I'm just not quite feeling it yet. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what you guys thought about this one though. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit like and subscribe so that I see you in the next one.